Yo, what's going on, everybody? So, I haven't made a video in a few days. That's pretty much because the algorithm's been weird and it's kind of been taking some of my videos, it seems like, out of rotation if I post too much. So, I slowed it down for a couple days just to let some videos get views. So, I think what I'm gonna do is if you want the next release, run this up over 200 likes, all right? So, this video gets over 200 likes, I'll drop the next video. But, anyways, you guys have been asking for this video to be on the Who Can Beat series for a while now. One of my favorite characters, one of the first characters I ever covered on this channel, Midnighter. Y'all say I never take him down, I never have him lose, any of that. You want to see him defeated. I can easily do that. If anyone can take out Midnighter, it's me. So today, if you don't know how Who Can Beat works, I describe a character. Basically, I break down how they operate, what they bring to the table, why they're dangerous. And then after that, after we get their information out the way, I then present 3 characters I believe who could take down this character. They might not win the 1v1, but they would win the 3v1. So before we get started, make sure to check out the video description. Check out the coffee shop members. They make content similar to mine. That's awesome. So if you like my content, you'll definitely like theirs as well. So check it out. But yeah, I don't want to waste too much time. Let's begin. So who is Midnighter? Midnighter, infamous Lucas Trent. In DC, they kind of edited his background a little bit, or got a little more in detail, in particular about why it's so broken. But he comes from the God Garden, and the God Garden is where he was granted a completely new life. And what I mean by that is literally he was physically reconstructed, physically enhanced, given multiple extra organs. For example, like an extra heart in case his main one is compromised. Pain sensors destroyed, so like he doesn't feel pain. It doesn't hinder him at all. You basically got to kill him to stop him, or just like flat out shut his lights out. He has a supercomputer for a brain that instantly, as soon as he sees something, breaks them down on a molecular level and tells him everything he needs to know about them, from tendencies, behavior, abilities, powers, skill, how every possible outcome in a fight could occur. He will instantly deduce that. And when he does, he basically takes every option possible, finds out which ones yield the best results, and then he goes about the fight according to that. And this all happens in an instant. And the crazy part about this is basically, if he has any chance to beat you, it's almost guaranteed he's going to, because he knows how. In terms of what else he brings to the table, he's one of the best fighters in the DC verse we've ever seen. He's gone toe-to-toe with Prometheus. Batman has talked about how crazy skilled he is. He's casually ragdolled Nightwing when he's literally always trolling Nightwing, like literally joking about his butt and stuff. But he can casually throw him around. He's skilled enough to combat high tiers like Apollo and Etrigan and Red Lanterns and take them out. His ability to break you down and figure out your weaknesses allowed him to nearly kill Martian Manhunter by identifying a bone in his skull that, if broken, the shards would actually go to the brain and kill Manhunter. So he nearly took him down that way. He's gone to hell itself, Naran's true hell, and managed to fight demons and the Lord of Guns before even actually using the amp to fight Naran. And he also has door technology. This door technology allows him to teleport. He has a staff which can extend as well and allows him to fight opponents with more distance. He can literally, almost in a bullseye-like way, throw anything he finds. He took, I believe it was either a spoon or a fork in one-shot multiplex, who was in a helicopter while Midnighter was falling out the building. Overall, Midnighter is one of the most dangerous characters you can run into because he's ruthless. One time, a dude ran up on Apollo, who obviously is a lover of Midnighter, violated Apollo. Midnighter responded by shoving a jackhammer up his ass, literally. So, like, he really is ruthless. He's extremely tough. He's underrated as a physical combatant. I mean, with literally a fingertip, he cut a vampire's head off casually, like it was nothing. And he was like, "Yeah, I used my fingertip." He's taken on the Suicide Squad by himself, no problem. He's used to fighting large numbers and taking them out with ease. So overall, because he's one of those fake street tiers, where street tier is kind of a BS meta anyway, Midnighter is hard to attack in this series because it's kind of weird to place him in tiering. Thus, it's hard to say, like, who loses one-on-one but beats on 1v3. But I think I have a pretty interesting team for you guys to check out. First one I want to talk about, Prime Obi-Wan Kenobi. I picked Obi-Wan Kenobi because the Force itself contains the timelines, like contains time, space, all that. It encompasses it. And thus, with the Force, you can see all possible outcomes and futures, right? Sidious did this. Anakin, Kenobi, everybody. They used future foresight. Every possible future in the Force saw Anakin defeating Kenobi on Mustafar. Yet, Kenobi still won. By the way, you can find this in the novel. This is actually in the novelization of Revenge of the Sith, one of my favorite Star Wars novels ever. Kenobi's also one of the best fighters in the verse. His obviously using lightsaber combat. He's a defensive specialist and can use the Force to actually enter a flow state and basically amps him physically, allows him to keep up with characters that were previously nearly blitzing him. And he doesn't think at that point. He's just operating off the will of the Force. I think the reliance upon the Force, will make it a little bit tricky for Midnighter to approach him. And if, Midnighter was too abrupt, it could cost him with a defensive specialist like Kenobi. Although 1v1, I think Midnighter would find a way to take him down. Let's look at the number 2 character on my list. Darth Vader. Specifically, also, by the way, guys, I'm also including like Legends and EU for Vader and Kenobi. They have more material to supplement their stats and stuff. But Vader, this one's interesting to me because I used to think all the time back in the day about who would win if these two matched up, Midnighter and Vader. That was a battle that was very interesting to me when I first came into power scaling. At this point, I do think Midnighter would find a way to beat him, but Vader's aggression, his potency and offensive uses of the Force, like Force choke, Force push, blocking stuff, telekinetics, mind games, all these things, Force Sphere, all these things potentially can impact Midnighter, and makes him a valuable asset when combined with a trio. Again, like Kenobi, I'm not sold on him winning the 1v1, but he's a threat, which is what we need for the trio. Finally, we have a character not from Star Wars. Probably the most important member of the team, Prometheus from DC Comics. Prometheus is so important because he's literally fought Midnighter before in more recent runs and did pretty well, especially prepping for him. He knows basically all the styles of the best fighters in DC. He's also learned some of Midnighter's now. Midnighter did, even after getting prepped on, beat Prometheus, but I think with backup in the form of Kenobi, Vader, his tactical prowess, he's literally taken down the B-Team Justice League or Justice Society of America a couple times. He's a really good tactical fighter. I think this trio of Vader, Kenobi, and Prometheus has the smarts, the capabilities, abilities, and hacks to deal with Midnighter in a 1v3. But anyways, guys, let me know what your team would be down below. Make sure to like the video if you like these Who Can Beat videos. Make sure to let me know who the next target should be of my trios. And also give me a reason why they should be the target. If you've already done this and I've told you I'll do that character eventually, you don't have to comment. Again, I have it written down. But if it's a new one, let me know. Anyways, it's been your boy, YFE, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.